Welcome, one and all, to another scene within Zooster City. This one will be following one K-Knight known as Raven, relatively new to the city, but as she goes about her night routine after she's had a satisfying hunt, after her belly is full, and the little beast inside of her says, "I'm good for right now." And as she's walking back to the place she havens, which is slightly deeper in the woods than most people would find comfortable with, if she is being perceptive, she will notice that more and more the wildlife is less going about its regular business and more just watching. Every owl she walked past, the eyes just the above birds and hooting animals just watch. The stray dogs follow her ever so closely, daring to take a peek at her and then retreating. The cats meow, hiss and meow. Oh, and the bats. Oh, the bats do they follow her. And how does Raven react to all this more than abnormal case of animal interaction?
She'll stop in her tracks and stay very still and listen.
Okay, okay. Yeah. As you're listening, you'll hear the very distinct squeaks, a chorus of squeaks actually, from a cacophony of bats and the flying rodent of this area. Uh, uh, I'm not sure how particularly knowledgeable you are about the New England area and its current nocturnal visitations, but there's a little bit of a population. Not a great big one, but there is a little bit. But it seems strange that they're congregating around here. It's like it's like all the rats decided to just have a field day with you. Hee hee hee. How do you react?
She's had similar experiences before where she's been followed by other gangle using this means. Well, she knows at least that there is some way of controlling animals even though she does not possess it.
Okay, okay.
Perhaps she's
Yeah.
suspicious of this activity and therefore she doesn't head straight back to her haven but more turns a direction heading back towards the city.
Okay, okay. Um, there's actually a small lake, a little, not quite connected to the rest of the open water, but something that would drain into a bigger bay, which then would drain into the outer water itself. You find your feet set to that path almost unconsciously, as it were, and the cacophony, the chorus, the bats. I now have the confusion, the chaos just stops, as if they decided upon something. And now you find yourself at the open lake, and the cacophony of bats is descending upon you. No longer a insubstantial thing out in the above air, more just solidifying itself as it finds its way a further and closer and closer to the ground. And and almost as if it's intentional, the rat atrocities he's come down. The post of light that was once illuminating the path is wrecked and destroyed, and the bulb, I should say, and the area is pitched in blackness again, and the rats seem to congeal and swirl around a new shape, a shape that is more and more you look at it, the more it looks like a person. Raven.
You see her sort of. She lowers her head, and her arms, her shoulders sort of pull out in a more. It's a defensive stance. It's a ready stance. She's watching the figure. Waiting to.
Raven.
What do you want?
Hmm. I'm pleased I did not have to repeat it a third time. That is a good start. And as the swarm seems to billow and billow, it starts becoming more centered around this figure, and you can see the telltale eyes of Gangrel with his little lights up. His little lights, his eyeballs, they shine. And but if you were to open your eyes as well, which I assume you would at this point, you do not see his face. His face is always obfuscated with the flaps of bat's wings. Hmm. I have come to talk with you today. Do you know of me?
I do not.
Hmm. Well, it is not me that is important. It is the we. We are important. The beast is important. The clan is important. I came here looking for one known as LWoD, for I had a message for him. Do you know of him?
I do.
Hmm. Can you talk to him?
Yes.
Okay. When I first came to him, he fled from my presence. That did not bode well for him. I wanted it to be known to him that the outer wild, the deep darkness, yes, the the people who dwell in the land beyond the forest retract its favor from him and instead imposes it upon you.
What favor is this?
The general favor. I will give you a list of why we are doing this. Over the time he was installed here, we saw great potential in him, but he has squandered the opportunity. He and lavishes in a luxury. He does not bestow upon us valor or success. His tokens of war are fleeting. When we first came to him, like I said, he fled from us. That is a gangrel that shows cowardness. Does not typically show disfavor, but for the list of things coming, that was supposed to be my generosity to him. But that did not happen. His indecisiveness with his pack mates, the people he's supposed to be protecting and nourishing. We saw him leave one behind and say nothing, do nothing, make no inquiries. That did not please us.
You see Raven lower her head a little bit further. Perhaps a flicker of emotion there.
Hmm. And as we will say, the the land beyond the Black Forest is considers LWoD in a troubling position, but it sees you as an opportunity. What say you to this?
Whilst I endeavour to make myself available to the plans and aims of the Canaanites and the Sabbat, my one and true loyalty is to the clan.
Hmm, fair enough. And what do you know about the other clanmates in this city and abroad?
A lot of them seem removed from the beast inside, unlike myself.
Hmm. A certain bit of detachment can be useful at certain places. But Pacifics, young one. Pacifics.
Odin is the only one I have met
Hmm. In this city?
in this city. The others I have met before taught me the ways of the feral and bestial living of which I follow.
Fair enough. I will tell you something, young one. Clan Gangrel in these nights act as mercenaries to the sects, the sectarian war, but we will remember our independence. We will remember the land beyond the Black Forest, for that is where our true alliances lie. Mercenaries can gather fame upon themselves. Mercenaries can gather glory upon themselves. Mercenaries can gather fortitude and strength to themselves.
She
Hmm.
tilts her head very abruptly, like a bird would do. I think I might have met one other, actually. Called himself Yo-Yo.
Yo, yo. Hmm. There's more squeaking and a very low growl. Hmm. He is a loose cannon, a necessary evil. Well, but altogether, he. I will no longer speak of him. He is a special case.
She lifts her head and lowers it again in a very slow nod.
Hmm. As I say, we do not show our displeasure to the one known as Yo-Yo, but again, I will say no more of his case. Now, what do you plan to do with the information, with the declaration I have given you?
Do you want me to pass the message on to Odin?
Definitely allow him to know, or that he has shown disfavor to the land beyond the Black Forest. That is the least you can do, and the least could be expected. Or if you didn't, that would be fine as well. But
Mm.
what else? Tell me, how will you gain glory for the clan within this sect?
Perhaps It's become clear to me that my pack may need stronger leadership. I have not been here long enough to assess my grounds yet, but I don't know how much longer I can follow a weak leader. It may be time for me
Hmm.
to alpha in my own terms. I've already told him that I will not be a laughing stock.
And you have decided this upon yourself?
I believe that the others would follow me.
Hmm.
He's betrayed them enough.
Hmm. Again, it seems that I come just as the problem is solving itself. Fair enough. You do this with the blessings, how insubstantial and fleeting they may be. Also, there's a creaking noise from behind you actually, as what looks like to be a bicycle has just found its way behind you for some reason. Take a bike.
She looks at the bike. A bike?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to walk around. You know how much it sucks to walk around on everywhere? I mean, seriously. Take the bike. It'll help you go faster.
Alright.
Hmm. And now, I will be watching your progress. I don't think I will be disappointed. Is there any last word you would have with me?
Mm. No. I'm more of a woman of action than of words. I'm sure we will perhaps meet again.
There is a knowing nod from the man, a figure, I should say, sorry. As again his body seems to decompose into the smattering of animals here and there, these tiny little roans of the night, as again the swarm dissipates and goes out into the greater above. And how shall Raven deal with herself
She
now?
spends a couple of minutes trying to work out how to get on the bike and remember how to ride it. And then she rides it back in the direction of the city.
Okay, okay. How's her mental state? Just real quick.
She's contemplative, a little unsettled, and curious.
Okay, okay, okay. And in case you have anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and leave the scene there. How about that?
Okay.
All right. Thank
Yep.
you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. And I hope we hope to see you next time here. Say bye, Lisa.
Bye.
We have fun here.